Hello there, Loud here. So I was thinking about school and a few memories got jostled, specifically about art classes. Now I'm a major in the community college in my town, so I've done a few art classes, but let's travel a bit far back into elementary school. Keep in mind that this little bit is a bit out of order on the timeline that is my life. The first project I remember making for class was a Mother's Day gift. I don't remember what grade I was in, but it was a clay and water project. We were making a bird. I made a blue jay, and fun fact about me, I've always been horrible with clay. So this was an ugly blue jay. Well, my mom really liked it. One project got displayed on my grandma's wall for years, and it was a paper snowflake. Oh, another story with clay involved was this one time in 5th grade, I tried making Hatsune Miku. Yeah, I've always been a big time nerd. That was awful too. Could never get the pigtails right. Another thing I made in that same year was a fairy garden landscape that I was super proud of. My family moved a lot, so it's less the time. Going up a bit to middle school, I was really enthusiastic for art class, even though I went to a STEM school. I had a clipboard with paper and pencils. Listen, I didn't have a sketchbook at the time. I drew every day. When I was doing the clay project I remember making a little bunny. 7th grade rolls around, and I remember a carve and print project when I absolutely covered the table with green paint. Another project we did was that we got into groups, and each group made a piñata, and at the end of the semester, we got to beat the piñatas in. I don't really remember any notable projects in 8th grade other than this bell work assignment, where we had to add a spooky twist to an animal for Halloween, and I did a melting wolf face. High school was a doozy in more ways than one. First, I had to deal with a couple of creeps in my freshman art class that really soured the experience for me. Anyways, two projects from that year that I find notable were the Monster Project and the Shoe Project. Monster Project first. It was a clay project where, as you can guess, we had to make a monster. My monster. Jeez, I don't even know what I was aiming for. I think it was a chimera, but I accidentally created an air pocket and the legs of my monster blew off. I'll throw up some pictures because I actually have the project in my house. The shoe project, we had to design a shoe and make it out of cardboard. And at that point, I had resigned my fate to always be terrible at 3D art because this shoe was just as ugly. A few other classes I took were drawing class, painting, and graphic design. My favorite pieces were this Hollow Knight art I made for my sibling because they are a big fan of Hollow Knight. I could not find it no matter how hard I looked, I think, and my sibling genuinely does not remember receiving it. So I have no idea what happened to it. I have to ask my dad. And I also made a purple wolf painting that actually came out really good. In my senior year, because junior and sophomore didn't really do much because of a certain pandemic. In my senior year, I made a mushroom with a snake and a piece of Legend of Zelda fan art. Those are the main two ones I'm proud of, mainly because the snake mushroom was my best piece that I've ever made with clay. Last year, during my first year of college, I took a drawing class and a ceramics class because I had to have 2 studio classes for my scholarship. I made a couple things in ceramics, but one thing I'm really proud of is a mushroom themed teapot I made. Unfortunately, it cannot pour tea. For the final project, we had to make a piece that was at least 50% clay, and I made this hazardous painting. My aim was a fallen angel kicking ink black glass. At That was the first semester. Second semester I took drawing 2 and advanced ceramics. I made a lot of containers and mugs and a couple mushrooms. My drawing class gave me this project where I discovered ink painting, and it was great. I created this four-tailed fox with a dragon. Right now I'm in oil painting class, and I've made a few paintings, so mayhaps once I'm a little further into my college experience, I'll come back with more interesting stories from art classes. I know I only talked about the projects I did, but honestly, my teachers have always been pretty chill, and my classmates were also chill, so sadly, no chaotic stories, except for one time someone brought in a rubber chicken, and I had way more fun with it than I should have. It's currently being hung in the college art building in studio room. And I know art students get a reputation for being eccentric, but no, we're absolutely eccentric. But we also know when to get to work and chill. Pay attention to the headphone rule. My teachers always gave me genuine critique, and especially my college teachers. My drawing teacher is always pointing out ways to improve my work, while the ceramics teacher is harsh, but he's cool. Although he does have a habit of cursing us out. But it's all in good fun. I am actually taking a professional art practices class, and I made a website and a business card. One thing I'm worried about with this class is entering competitions, because I get really nervous about my art having to be judged by professional people. I'll try to get past that. So, what kind of art classes have you guys taken? Got any interesting stories? I'd love to hear about them.